Welcome to Stir the Pot, where we keep the microphone hot and conversation hot. I'm your host, Tay Weezy, and today we hitting on something that everybody else is scared to admit. Is love better than fear? Everybody always running from one or two things. Is the love making you stay, or is the fear making you stay? Got my co-host, Tom.
Hi, what's up with it, my boy?
Let's get to it. Let's stir the
About to
pot.
spider him up. So what's our topic for today, Weez?
Yeah, love better than fear. How you
Love.
feel about that?
Man, that's a good one right there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Love better than fear. Shit. I mean, that's a controversial topic right there, because people background gonna give off different answers. You're gonna hear a lot of different things when it comes to love versus fear. What's stronger? Which would you prefer? Which would you rather use to get ahead in life?
So answer this right quick, right? Why do people go to work every day? Fear of being broke or the love for their family?
Say it again, bro. I'm looking at this.
Why do people?
This Jordan Curry, he'd have banged on Penny and Shaq ass.
Crazy. So I'm saying, why you think people go to work every day? The fear of being broke or the love of providing for their family?
And shit, that depends on if you got a family, for one. So you can speak from both aspects. A man without a family, he going to work for fear of being broke. He wants some money in his pocket. He don't want to be broke, And a man with a family, or a person with a family, you would think they going to work because they love to provide, but a lot of people go to work for the love and money for themselves and hate that they got to provide. Some people going to do it because as a natural instincts of a provider, you're going to love to provide if you're a provider. But if you're not a provider for real, you're more like selfish. You really ain't got nothing to care for but you. So you're doing it for the love of the money, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you're doing it for both, for the love of money and the fear of being broke. It just depends on the person, though.
I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I'm terrified to be broke. I ain't gonna lie. I know how I feel when you ain't got shit. I'm talking about can't provide, can't buy you nothing to eat if you're hungry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't depend on nobody, like shit, all you got is yourself at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I ain't gonna lie, me personally, like, I'm feared to be broke. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you up. But for the love of my family, I will go to work. For the love of the family, my kids need shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then I'm a hustler, do whatever I gotta do to provide too.
You know
what I'm saying?
I feel that 100%.
So both that shit could go both ways, you feel me?
I feel that 100%. But shit, speaking on myself, I ain't gonna lie. A nigga done been broke. I come from being broke. Shit, nigga still broke, for real.
Good.
I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I'm still living in the ghetto, baby. You feel me? Get a couple dollars to feel good, but at the end of the day, niggas got bigger dreams, Niggas want bigger things and a better quality of life, and it's a blessing to be able to make money every day. It's been a long time since I feared not being able to make money because of my trade, the craft I got. Like money, like you're gonna make money every day, but the real challenge to me is learning different things to use the money to make money. That's ultimately what it's about, the money, making money at the end of the day. We all can know how to hustle and make money ourselves. We trading time for money. But the real financial freedom is when the money can make money to the point where you can do whatever you want to do, chilling on the island, on a plane, and you can be whooping somebody's ass, but your money still making money though.
Sure.
And that's for me. I fear missing out on opportunities to invest my money. You know what I'm saying? Like when you can see something coming before it comes, I fear missing opportunities like that because I've missed those opportunities. So, I fear the wave. I fear not catching the wave. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit we can be on top of if we ahead of the game early, but a lot of us get in too late and it be too late, But I don't love the money, I don't love the money. I ain't willing to do anything for the money, but I definitely fear missing a good investment to where the money can make money.
So look, so I got another one that's gonna be crazy, right? So why people stay in relationships they hate?
Damn.
Fear of being alone or the love for the person. That's
I
tough
ain't
right
gonna
there.
lie though. Like I think it's the love for the person though. Because when you in a relationship with somebody, y'all see each other every day, right? A lot of times, a motherfucker only want to come home. A motherfucker do come home, they're in a different room. So it's like, I don't think it's the fear of being alone though. I think, yeah, just because you love that person, that's what keep you there, you know. But once that person gone, you know, absence
So
speaks louder than
is
words.
it the love you got for the person or because you love the person?
Is the love I got for them, or is it because I genuinely love them?
Yeah.
It becomes to a point where it be because of the love that you got for them.
Okay.
You can fall out in love with a person. People do that all the time. But the love you got for them keep you there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't give a fuck if you see them or not. Until that person gone, it's like, damn. You know, that's when the silence starts speaking louder than the words ever could, you know.
Okay. So fear in the streets. Let's say in the streets, fear equals respect, or at least that's what we taught. If they scared of you, we won't cross you. If they scared of you, they won't test you. But there's like a flip side, like fear don't create loyalty, it create distance.
So you believe fear creates distance over loyalty? That's what you asking?
So I'm giving so basically I feel like fear it created distance, like a motherfucker will fear you to the point they don't want to be around, they keeping their distance from you, they dodge you.
That's
feel
fear.
me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
That's fear for sure.
it could go both ways with the love too, because a motherfucker could love you, but just don't want to deal with you, and they still keeping their distance from you too at the same time. But
so love and fear.
That's why I say that's why I say it's kind of like a flip side. You know what I'm saying? So can you scare? It's like, all right, a motherfucker can scare somebody into loving them. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker putting fear to somebody to make them love them, and they really don't want to be there.
That sound like a motherfucker getting beat on. The motherfucker can't leave.
No, this nigga crazy.
You hear me? Run.
That's why I say it's a flip side to that fear shit and that love. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%. You know,
like what you think love really does though? Like,
but to me, honestly though, you know, like when you love something, it's two different types of fear. You got the fear. Well, fear can be used two different type of ways, right? You can use fear to intimidate a person, scare a person. You know what I'm saying? But you also can use fear to teach a person. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Like with your children. You know, your children are supposed to fear you. You know what I'm saying? Because if your child don't fear you, then it's like, how they gonna listen to you? You feel me? Like they're gonna run over you because they don't fear you in no shape, form, or fashion. So that ride, that belt is important, or just chastisement is important for a kid. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get them and you mold them according to what you know. You see what I'm saying? So that type of fear, is good. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use that fear to teach them the love that you got for them. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, like if you love me, if you fear me, if you listen to me, that means you love me. You feel me? But how you love me if you can't listen to me? Like like I'm your parent, you don't fear what I do to you. I'm telling you, don't go do that. You feel me? You don't fear me enough, you're gonna go keep doing it. So either that's gonna show you a lesson, or I'm gonna have to show you a lesson. And it's still gonna be out of love. You know what I'm saying? Because I ultimately want the best for you. I don't want you doing this shit that's gonna have you in fucked up situations.
So basically, with love, you gotta be patient.
You gotta be patient. You gotta be patient with it, bro.
And fear is fast.
You know what I'm saying? Fear is fast.
And love is patient.
You can use fear to gain love. You know what I'm
Real
saying? But
shit,
it can go both ways though, because in the streets, you know what I'm saying? A motherfucker use fear to gain respect. A motherfucker won't even love you, but a nigga will respect you because they fear you.
Yeah.
And then motherfucker that love you in the streets, man, you gotta watch them because that love will get you killed. A nigga will play you so close because you allow them to. This motherfucker in your space is vulnerable because you love him. He don't fear you at all. But even the ones around you still gotta fear you. They still gotta have a sense of respect for you. A boundary that can't be crossed. You feel me? So there go that fear. I won't call that just fear of being scared, but it's just, okay, you just gotta know your opponent. You know what I'm saying? And you never underestimate your opponent. You feel me? You gotta just know who you dealing with.
So do you feel like the fear warns you, or do it protects you? Like,
I mean, it depends on what side of fear you on. So fear can warn you because through previous things that have happened or things you done heard about or whatever the case may be, the fear warn you like let me just the fear of what I'm gonna have to go through with this person. I ain't scared.
yeah.
But just like, damn, I had to go through all this with this person, this type of
shit,
person.
like this was gonna, if
this
I do this, this gonna be the outcome of that.
right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So the fear of knowing that, like, okay, I ain't about to go do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's also, now, if a person on the other side of fear, you feel me? They use fear to get over and get around. You know what I'm saying?
So look, I feel like on that, I feel like the part of the whole thing with the fear shit, it's like 50-50 with that shit because it controls some people. Cause out of fear, a motherfucker will hurt somebody because they scared.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And it's crazy though because the scariest motherfucker to be the first one to fuck somebody up.
Indeed.
Like real shit.
Or it'd be the person you think is scariest.
But
you never know who a person is till it's time to see.
Do you feel like fear inform you on shit like?
Yeah, but fear definitely informs you. I just gave an example of that. Fear definitely informs your ass on how you gonna move next. But fear also paralyzes you too, in a sense of like getting yourself together, or just advancing your life, or just getting things done. You know, fear paralyzes you because if the fear of not knowing will keep you from stopping, keep you from growing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just not like just fearing not what's going. You don't know. We want to know what's gonna happen. We want to know for sure what's about to happen. You feel me? So the fear of not knowing what's gonna happen in a situation you're not comfortable in or is look foreign to you, that fear gonna overtake everything. You won't even act until you forced to act.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? God will put you in the corner. Now you forced to act. What you gonna do now? You in this corner? You got no choice but to go against the fear, and not knowing you was going against something that was gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, better than what you is.
For sure.
Hell yeah. So, just like fear a bad motherfucker, man. You know, I think it's like it all go together though. So can't have one without the other.
So you know how you could be going through it with your mate, right? And like you fall back a little bit, like, all right, I ain't into that no more. I ain't finna be into this arguing and shit. First thing come to mind, oh, you fucking with this bitch, you fucking with that bitch, oh, you changing. You feel me? Like, how you cope with shit like that? Like, I mean, like with the drama, period. Like, you feel me? Like, do the love. Be like, I know a nigga get to the point and be like, damn, I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Right.
Like, man, like,
we all get there.
You feel me? Like, it's like your head about to pop up. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just be wild, bro, with the relationship shit, bro.
I mean, to me personally, you know, I've been in a relationship for 16 years, man. Married, in a relationship with the same person. So, you know, the absence make you see a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And one thing I do say is communication.
It's the key for sure.
It's the key to starting or working on whatever the problem is. You know what I'm saying? Communication is the start because a lot of times, you know, as people, we create our own thoughts all the time. Our mind always working. We're always trying to put a put a piece to a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? In reality, we can just ask. But a lot of us so strong in our own way of thinking to where you can get the answer you're looking for and it still won't be enough because it don't align with your thought process. You feel me? So a lot of that, when you're in a relationship, them type of mindsets can always collide because you're not allowing each other to grow mentally, or you're not providing a safe space mentally and emotionally for your partner. You feel me? When a person always got to think about what you're doing, what you're about to say, how you're going to react, that's walking on eggshells, you know? And that's going to cause a lot of friction in a relationship.
Because they letting so much build up.
Right.
So they be like to the point they like, fuck it, nah, this what it is.
This what it is.
And then it be to the point they trying to make it right, it's too late.
It's too late, you know? So at the end of the day, like for me, I'm learning like just through the Bible though. And I read my Bible a lot, you know? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just find a new way of living. And one thing I can learn is when you in an argument with anybody, not even just your companion, you know, when you in an argument and you know you not seeing eye to eye with this person, you're not supposed to let the sun set. No, I heard it as a kid. I never understood why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like damn, because what it does is that anger inside you, it grows. It's like a seed being planted, right? Versus if I go talk to you and we talk about it and I can say my wrongs or I can make my apologies, or you can do vice versa, we can have a better outcome from that when two people can be grown and admit to what's going on, right? Without using manipulation, without trying to use some type of secret motive or something. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, like when it comes to that though, if two people can just be honest within themselves, right? And on that day when that shit happen, speak it out. You won't allow that bitterness to set in, because what's gonna happen the next day when you wake up, this person can do something else to you, right? And now you want to talk about that, we're gonna get the bottom line of that, and now you just adding water to that seed. You feel me? Now you're gonna get to a point where every little thing this person do is ticking you off because that plant big as hell in you. Now that bitterness, it done grew into a jungle. Now this motherfucker can just look at you wrong, can touch you wrong. That's a lot of power for a person to have over you because you bitter about what they did. They always say forgiveness is for the person who need to forgive, because it is. You the one that got the bitterness planted in you. This person living their life. Ain't even worried about you. You walk in the room, they don't cringe. They still living. But you cringe when you see them. That's a lot of power for a person to have over you because of unforgiveness and not want to let some stuff go. And I ain't gonna lie, women in a relationship, they tend to carry that seed or that plant a lot more than the man do. You know, we know how to get shit from the root and get it gone. You know what I'm saying? But a woman, she gonna sit there and allow everything we do to water that shit. You know what I'm saying? To look up, and now it's like, damn, she wonder why her body hurting, or she wonder why this hurting, or that's hurting, head hurting, all this because you got so much bitterness in you. You gotta just learn to let go, because we people at the end of the day. And everybody got feelings, man and woman. Everybody gonna hurt each other. You know what I'm saying? But communication and men being accountable. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like being real men, masculine. Not to see feminine shit, not solve the problems, and stooping to the levels of a woman. You feel me? Not being all emotional, and we gotta do all that. You gotta stand on 10, bro. Learn to listen and observe. Don't be so quick to, you know what I'm saying?
Feel that though.
Like speak from your emotion. Because a lot of times, a lot of us do. We didn't have our dads in the house. So we learn how to solve problems from our mom. When our mom our mom start hollering after certain situations or she in certain incidents, we see how she react to them. That become our belief system, and that's how we learn to react. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about what we put in our kids, but with a man in the house, it's different. You know, we can bring stability. You know, we can bring a different view. We can teach them how to ground shit and how to solve things differently. You know, because when you a mom, you got to raise all these kids. You emotional already. Emotions always high, money short. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman got to do what she got to do, and it's fucked up. We got to be like that because a real man supposed to stand up. You feel me? Supposed to be there, man. For real. But at the end of the day, in a relationship, communication is key. You know what I'm saying? And learning how to build trust is key. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with reassurance when you're building trust. Because trust is like a piece of glass, you know, once it breaks, you gotta get a new piece of glass, baby. You can't put that shit back together.
My boy on this bitch like, good therapist over here.
Yeah, no. So at the end of the day, man, you know, Communication is key, man. And if two people love each other, I'm gonna always think about you. You should always think about me. That's gonna equal us always thinking about each other, and we're gonna move in perfect harmony because I want what's best for you, and you want what's best for me. You know.
Okay then.
Real
For
talk.
sure.
Real talk.
So look, so like with the new shit that's going on, like females, I don't know what's going on there, but with the females and shit, want to do the hood rat shit. Like, who you feel like fuck up the relationship more nowadays? Is it the men or the women?
It's a song say, these hoes be acting up, these hoes be acting up, and these niggas be letting, right? Now I always thought about that song, dog, and it's like, damn, men are leaders, right?
Yeah.
Even if we lead physically or if we lead just visually, like men are leaders, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this shit is because of the man.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong, we got a lot of vices to keep us down from raising our women and teaching them the right way. We got a lot of shit on our back in this motherfucking country. But that ain't no excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, your mind is your greatest weapon. And if a nigga not training his mind, then you just gonna be a product of America. You're gonna keep adding fuel to the fire. So for the first point, it start young. Like you say, start young, think big, homie. You feel me? That's where it started. And if you got the proper parenting, you know what I'm saying? If your parents can really grow up, that's what it's all about, growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's also about your upbringing. Like, it's a whole system to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, as far as your question, like, with the women being fast and, you know, hood rats and all that, man, like, I just like if the men was around in the house more, a lot of that wouldn't be going on. You know, if the real man really stood up and even took hold of the little boys that's out here as fatherless, showing them a different way. You know, you're gonna plant a seed in them, so they gonna grow up with a mental like yours, or they're gonna have some type of form of respect for the other man and respect for family because of what they had a little bit of. You know what I'm saying? It's still a fight though, because you got the internet, social media, music, you know what I'm saying, fashion, just addiction. You got so many things that go against, you know, the very thing that we need for our community, for our families. But, you know, a lot of shit start with the men though. You know, we lead by example, little do we know it or not. You know, a lot of these women's forced to do what they gotta do, man. And they ain't really had nobody really love on them and show them what it's like for a man to only want them, desire them, and want to take care of them. You know, it's a hard fight right now. It's a hard battle, bro. But it starts with the men, though. The men got to step up. You know, got to get their house in order, man.
Okay. So let me ask you this before we go. Are you moving out of love or are you running from fear?
So as far as how I live?
Yeah.
You know, I'm moving out of both, to be honest. You know, I fear finishing how I started. You know, I fear not becoming what I want to become for me and my children. You know what I'm saying? But the love for myself that I'm growing, just from counseling and just doing things different, you know, really loving on yourself different, learning things about yourself that can better yourself as a man. You know, I'm moving out of love for myself now. And the ones around me that I love truly, they're gonna benefit or better me. You know, it's just like a person being on heroin, and you the head of the house. You on heroin. You know, a lot of your things you do, the house gonna feel. The house gonna feel the lack of you not being there when shit getting breaking down, the money short. You know what I'm saying? The ordering in the house, the protection ain't there. Like, when a man addicted to some other shit, man, it's gonna break the family down. Because you're not 100% focused on what you need to focus on. So you only got enough love for yourself. You're really hating yourself. You're using addiction to hate yourself more. You know, you're running from your real problems as a man instead of standing there and facing that shit and choosing to do what you want to do as far as addiction. But addiction run a lot of our life, man. And we hide in the shadows. You know, we hide behind masks when it comes to being a real man. You feel me? we present ourselves as that, but in the shadows, we somebody different. You know what I'm saying? So, for the most part, like, yeah, I move off love now. I move out of love for the people that I love. And, you know, I'm running from my past because I fear finishing like I started.
Okay. Okay, then. This is the official interview with my boy, Tom.
AKA Butterheads, man, you know.
Where they can find you at?
Man, y'all can find me on 18443 Conant, man. You can find me on Instagram, man. You can find me on, what the fuck is that? The Cut app, Booksy. Y'all can find me, man. Tap in. We got award-winning service, bro. Award-winning service, man. We come at natural first. Then we're gonna come with all the enhancements and all the other shit you want. For the most part, man, come get you a classic sharp barber. Your line lasts for 2 weeks and not 2 days. You feel me? Butterheads, bitch.
Just been stir the pot. Let's stir the pot, man. Your host, Tay Weezy. We out.